Greetings. I mean, that's the thing is, I'm sure it is going to be really shocking because I mean, when I hear that they're surprised the Earth Angel is still standing, and it was a death cult that did everything they could to win at all costs over greed, devil Capricorn energy. I mean, what do you expect from the devil? Make a wish. I mean, that's the thing is if you have readers that are able to, number one, call out the names of members of my family. Number two, we have we have natural disasters named after them on holidays. You would have to be absolutely ignorant or just completely blind at this point, blind, deaf, and utterly stupid not to see what's going on. And I mean, it's just what it is. I can understand people being absolutely blind. The average human attention span's only 8 seconds. What do you expect out of these people? And they'll do anything for $1. Ask them. They'll sell their ass on the black market. Ask them. Simple enough. you got readers talking about the karmic readers that went up against the Earth Angel, took the bribes and controlled the narrative so their families wouldn't find out they're on OnlyFans. We're going to read tarot on YouTube and go shake that thing. It's what it is. I can't do anything about that. It's what it is. You got to keep in mind. I mean, I've had landlords record me behind closed doors. I'm a fucking legend, so I'm not really worried about any kind of revenge shit they talk about on the Earth Angel. It's what it is. I really don't care because I've healed and these people aren't protected. So that's going to be alarming as we go forward. What does that mean? Well, I don't have any of the weird energy that I have dealt with for the past. I said 10 years, they said 8, and then here's someone else comes that I agree with that said 7 to 10 years. So we'll go with what she said. It's just what it is. I think 2 years of that were kind of pulled out, 17 days twice. It all lines up nicely. It all lines up nicely. The thing is they're going to have to go through all of that. I mean, if these ladies are able to pinpoint very, very accurately that energy, then you would have to go ahead and agree with them on all of it. I mean, take what resonates and leave the rest for someone else. Calling out my family's name that's in direct connection to natural disasters on holidays is what it is. So whatever the group collaboration was, I mean, these girls are also saying that they're pointing the finger because they know now that whatever they tried didn't work and it's all going to go back on them. So instead of them pointing the finger, I mean, she also said body bags for everyone. So instead of pointing the finger, just hand them a black trash bag. It's simple enough. Simple enough. So you don't have to point the finger anymore. Just go, look what you got us into. Worried about a healer's independence. Okay, great. So take that energy in the cards and then ask yourself, why those individuals aren't around me anymore. Fucking that simple. That's what it is. Do you hear, when you hear that energy in the cards, do you hear anything healing about any of their energy? No, the devil's working through Pisces' toxic X, trying to bind, rob, and destroy. And that's what it is. I'm telling you, that body jumper can fragment. We're doing fragmented soul retrieval. Cool. What makes you think that fucking spirit of influence can't fragment too? It's very simple. What they put out went back on them. Study the 7 deadly sins and see which one they're whole. They will be that whole sin. They will be that whole aspect. We all fall into temptation, da 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 da. Cool. They brought conspiracy to unalive with metaphysical means, and that shit will be going back on them. What is the problem with that? New level, new devils. Oh, but that was our loved one. That was our loved one that was handing out plastic bags instead of pointing the finger. Oh, can't do anything about that. That's what it is. That's where we have to come to the understanding that that person that can't do breath work anymore, what do you think went back on them? They're going to want someone to blame. Cool, it's that individual right there. What is the problem? They will probably be people that were in fucking charge of your systems, your corporations, your government, your police force. What these girls are saying. That's what it is. And anytime they say, I've heard Ben's name mentioned 4 or 5 times from these readers. Great, that's my daughter's stepdad. Okay, well, we already know he's a dishonorable, crooked fucking jailer. He was dishonorably discharged from the jail for abusing trustees. So I don't want to hear any of that shit. Married couples in my life are why they're not in my life. They get the INFJ door slam and then can't recover from it. That's what it is. They didn't do the research. Simple enough. However, that truth coming out that it was all over money, great. So how many people, they wanted to win at all costs. With natural disasters, that shit bounces off of me, and then they keep going. They keep going, oh, well, maybe it'll work this time. Maybe it'll work this time. Maybe it'll work this time. Maybe we can use voodoo on a fucking government puppet, an NPC. I've dealt with people that were just doing their job, that are the epitome of what y'all talk about when they fucking, I call it glazed donut face. You say something that is outside of the realm of their comprehension. They pass it off like it doesn't fucking exist. They haven't done the research. They have absolutely no education, no knowledge. They're a human with an average fucking TicTok attention span of 8 seconds. Cool, and then that's what it is. 8 seconds also goes along with the rodeo. They tried to stay on the bull for 8 seconds. Cool, they can ride this bullshit for 8 years. Simple enough. That's what it is. That's what it is. Mistrust is going to be repaid with mistrust. That's what it is. You're not going to have downloads come in of natural disasters are coming due to God bringing the storms because they did what? Touch not my anointed, do my prophets no harm. The INFJ Pisces is Edgar Cayce. That was the sleeping prophet. We have prophetic dreams. We have healing abilities, all that shit that we're tapping into. And it causes jealousy, envy, and greed in others that weren't. That's what it is. I heard a guest on Mel's channel. He said people that fucking, we do the DNA activations, we raise our frequency, we change our diet, we do all the shadow work, we do the things that it takes to choose the divine. You choose the divine chooses you. What you want for the divine is what you want for yourself. Same thing on a 3D D-to-D level. Right? What is the problem? Now you have groups, gaggles, hives and herds. Cool. So you take the group. What's outside of that group? Their loved ones. The people that truly gave a shit about people that are going to end up in garbage bags. Over money. I can't do anything about that. Right? Are they going to have the understanding of, oh, I loved a shitty person? We've all been there. We've all loved shitty people. God us all that is, angels, archangels, ascended masters, the divine white light. Ask it to be a clear and infinite channel for your wisdom at this time for myself as well as those I do readings for. Namaste. Keep in mind, that's my attitude on all of this. They didn't want to hear it when Mr. 10 Steps Ahead said something. So now that we are 10 steps down the road and they're falling in the fucking hole they dug for someone else, I'm 30 steps down the road. I'm not going back to the past. That's in the past. That's what it is. I don't care about what corrupt system is finally deciding to do something righteous. I don't care about any of that shit. It's all a lie. It's all a fucking scam. It's all bullshit. It's all a lie. It's all designed for what? The fucking devil? Okay, great. Money. That's the only thing they care about. They care about money. Great. They can pay for the natural disasters. God blessed them. God blessed them with natural disasters, karmic retribution, divine justice, and destruction. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. we were done grieving when we said something. When the intuitive gives you the warning, that's what it is. We've healed since then. We've healed since then. That's what it is. Thank you, Spirit. I don't want to hear it. I want to hear any of that shit. Been through enough. I'm going to sit back and fucking with a smile, a fucking trash bag for my own acre and a half, and watch the shit go down. Just what I'm going to do. Thank you, Spirit. Simple enough. Are people going to be running crazy through the streets? I don't know. What are they doing in China right now? What does Italy look like? That's what it is. That shit, is that just all part of the fucking illusion, or did that shit really happen? That shit really happened? That's what it is. I take the salesman's approach to that. Some will, some won't. So what? Next. Some will listen, some won't listen. So what? I don't care who can listen, who has ears that can hear. It's what it is. Simple enough. I mean, you have lost your mind if you think that I'm going to put my trust or my power in the hands of a Bureau of Investigation that can't even keep up with a grocery list. Thanks, Spirit. The corruption has come to an end. Divine judgment has been called. Storms, earthquakes, volcanoes are your next options. You'll need a healer if you make it through that. Simple enough. Simple enough. Thank you, Spirit. They can't believe the earth angels still standing? Cool. I want to surround myself with earth angels that they can't believe are still standing. So I want to not believe they're still standing around me. It's just what it is. Can't find those? Cool. Looks like karmics are getting karma. Thank you, Spirit. Best I can do. Left brain, right brain, subconscious mind. That's what it is. I mean, when I hear multiple readers talking about groups that collaborated in communities that are under judgment, now pointing the finger, arguing it, quit pointing the finger at one another. You point the finger, you got 4 more pointing back at you. Just hand their ass a black trash bag. They don't have any spiritual protection. What is the focus on the situation with these destiny swappers, opportunists, right? They took the opportunity to what? Hand each other black trash bags? Sounds good to me. I can't do anything about that. God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. That's what it is. Inner peace. Don't allow them to affect your peace. Is it going to get? We knew it was coming. Dolores Cannon told us before she passed away in 2016 that you did not want to be here when the worst happened. You don't want to be here. Think of Katrina times the United States. Chaos, calamity. People. She said, you have to ascend. You have to go to the new earth. You have to get started now. Cool. Now you're talking about Pisces. Jumping timelines. Ascending. That's what it is. Patience and planning. Simple enough. That's what it is. And they're doing everything. It's what it is. You got to keep in mind. Oh, he thinks he's better than us. No one can pull you down unless they're beneath you. Yeah, fucking people aren't still anymore. Oh, they're in chaos and calamity, and fucking everybody's floating upside down. That's what it is. They could have been ugly ducklings turning into beautiful swans. Instead, they're floating upside down in the floodwaters. I can't do anything about that. That's what it is. Forgiveness. That's what it is. When you hear a reader say their betrayal will not be forgiven by the morning star, that means forgiveness is for me. That's what it is. We forgive, but we don't forget. And that's the thing. If there is even the slightest chance that people who fed off of my energy for manifestation now need that energy to heal, they're going to have to forget that I even exist, as I have forgotten that they exist. And they will have to produce their own energy. I'm removing all my karmic contracts, period. That's what it is. Why the fuck would you even consider giving individuals like that another chance to ever do it again? Simple enough. It's not that hard to fucking make a decision that way. That's what it is. What is the problem? It exposed everyone, all of the corruption, all of the crimes against humanity, all of the Ponzi schemes. Fucking Elon Musk came out and said your Social Security is the biggest Ponzi scheme on the planet. Cool, I'm just as fucking guilty as your government officials. They've paid me too. Taking the devil's bait, that's mind-blowing. And it's what it is, right? What is the concern? These were the individuals that thought they were fucking in charge of something, and God's always in charge. Now it's going back on them, and you're going to see it over the next 8 years. That is my prediction. You don't want my predictions to come true. The last fucking thing you want to do is believe my predictions. Pisces, you will witness their karma. What does that mean? Does that mean I go and see a doctor that wants to tell me I'm an asshole, but here, take some free samples, and then I watch him in my remote viewing screen choke on a piece of meat? I bet people did get fucking freaked out. That's what it is. What did it lead to? Mind Valley. Let's learn how to remote view. Let's push our abilities to the limit. Let's go within and worry about us instead of fucking these other people that are now in group chaos, group calamity, herd karma, and under divine judgment. I can't do anything about that. We told them it was coming. They laughed, tee-hee-ha-ha'd, right? Now it's not funny to them anymore, and I think it's fucking hilarious. Ear to ear, baby. Namaste. That's what it is. I mean, you got to think. If Pisces were waiting for people who tried to unalive a human to come and apologize, you're going to be waiting forever. No one has that kind of cojones. No one has those types of balls. No one would admit that. They play the victim. It's the narcissist. They're fucking perfect in every way. That's what it is. Right? Knowing that is what my business would attract. And it did. Cool. So then I fucking knew it would, and it did. Great. It's what comes with having a no in the intuitive business. Anyway. So now what? So now you have she calls them a corrupt group of parasites. I call it a group of narcissists cashing in on the spiritual community, feeding off of your empathy, fucking selling you a pipe dream with a carrot on a stick. What is the key to selling someone a pipe dream with a carrot on a stick? To be so charismatic, to be so fucking narcissistic and in love with themselves that you don't wake up in the middle of their dream on their pipe, but yet you still want to eat that carrot off their stick. It's a sleazy salesman's tactic. That's what and most people don't even know they're fucking doing it. I see that shit from space. Pisces, how did you know? I used to teach people how to do it with $5, a $5 item. Check it out. This is normally $24.99 in the store. I got it today for $5. You can get 5 for the price of 1. Isn't that a great deal? You'd be stupid not to pick that up. Oh, well, I don't want to be stupid. Cool. Did you just need 5 of these fucking worthless? That's what it is. That's what it is. When you tell people not to be stupid, they'll do anything you want them to. Most of the time. Fucking psychic detective. That's what it is. And you got to keep in mind, the INFJ sees things that others don't. Okay, great. So when you hear a licensed MBTI counselor like Scott Morgan make that statement, a licensed counselor, the INFJ sees things that others don't. Okay, cool. So let's define others. When you're talking about 1 to 2% of the human population, only occurring 0.04% in males, as the statistic rise, once people have a clue who the fuck they are. That's the beautiful part. You've got a whole group collaboration. They're smart enough to concoct a robbery scheme, but they're not smart enough to read a fucking book. Make it make sense. That's what it is. You got readers calling them out by name, and that was the general issue that I had with these people is they couldn't fucking read. How are they possibly? That's the only go-to they have. Oh, that person's crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. I can't read a book, but they don't know what they're talking about. That's what it is. All right, and those notifications that are flooding in are the reason these people are in the position that they're in right now. Can't do anything about that. Yeah, Pisces has to go alone. Why? Because the truth hurts. Cool. So then that means you've been paying everybody for, were they hurting you? If the truth hurts and you've been paying people, great. Then what does that mean? Were they telling you the truth? The truth hurts. Right? Were they hurting you and then asking you to pay for it? No, that's why it's donations only when you're getting the truth. If the shit don't hurt, it ain't the fucking truth. That's how I see it. Plain and simple. So that's what it is. You stand on the truth, that's generally standing on their fucking head, their ego, the things that they thought and held true to them that don't fucking matter. None of that shit matters. Simple enough. That's what it is. So, all over money, all over cash. Isn't that nice? Isn't that a nice thing? It's just what it is. How many lives have been lost so far? How many natural disasters have backfired due to these people with their weather manipulation and metaphysical practices? That's what it is. What is fucking? There's too many people teaching that shit for you to sit here and say that it doesn't exist. What is the problem? They immediately go for the baneful magic because it's obviously worked on someone before. Did it work for him this time? I don't know. You'd have to go ask the wrong dead dad for Thanksgiving. Simple enough. That's what it is. Go ask Lake Isabella earthquake on Mother's Day. That's a stepdaughter. That shit's 20 years in the past. Pops up on a Mother's Day when you've got readers talking about Pisces family keeps putting out 20 years worth of fucking negative energy. That's what it is. Right? And you can't tell me that I'm not in a community that is run on witchcraft when they have the witches' ball meet up once a month in my community. Get the fuck out of here. That's what it is. Namaste.